Okay, so we'll look at Alan Wake at 21:9. So the horror title supports 21:9 natively and gives us the tools in which to make the experience as good as possible. So straight out of the box, the gameplay extends correctly to show off more of the eerie world around us without any stretching or cropping of the image and no pop-in of objects, things that would lead to breaking the illusion really required for a great horror game. Now, the one point to make here is the game zooms in the wider the image is, so you need to increase your FOV in the options menu to around 13, a few notches above the standard for 16:9, and this fixes your view. The HUD correctly scales out of the way to the sides of the screen, and this really helps with immersing yourself in the world as you need the HUD, but with it shifted out of the center of your view, unlike at 16:9, it doesn't get in the way of your focusing on what is happening on screen. It definitely shows that 21:9 lends itself to be great for horror games. The in-game menus are supportive of the ultra-wide view. As they freeze over the gameplay, the image in the background fills the screen correctly, and the HUD elements shift to the sides of the screen. However, the actual menu items stick to the center, which honestly, I don't know which I prefer, but it is slightly weird having both some and some not of the items shifting to the sides. I don't know. The main menu is annoying as it is so close to ultra-wide support, yet fails due to the image being 16:9. So the actual bar across the middle of the Alan Wake logo and menu items extends to fill the screen side to side, and the Alan Wake logo and select prompt in the bottom right both shift closer to the screen edges. So yeah, if the background image was 21:9, it would have just been much better. The cutscenes are the most frustrating point about this game. They are 21:9, but they don't scale to fill the screen, instead opting to stay at 16:9 with 4 black bars all around. It's really annoying, but I haven't found a way to fix it, and it does ruin the immersion. If this was fixed, then the overall game would be a great ultra-wide fit. Performance-wise, the game runs very nicely on my 1440p monitor on a GTX 980 Ti, where I can maintain a steady 95 FPS. However, the issue here, and probably only could be eliminated with SSDs, is you get occasional FPS drops as a new part of the world loads in as you progress forwards, and it definitely isn't a rendering issue. So yeah, it's one of those things that really is actually a hard drive or SSD issue and not a graphics card issue. Anyway, I hope that gives you some information on how the game runs at 21:9. Give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe for future info. For any other games at 21:9, head over to my channel. Hopefully I've covered it. If I haven't, then leave a comment down below and I'll try and cover it. Have a good day.
Mary returned. Damn. I needed...
I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Everybody, this is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And his body just disappeared. When was the last time you
Wait
slept?
here.
What, are you high?
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Patience! Even with the engine takes isn't easy and fatal! Before forgotten inside and destroyed and return!
Rusty! The ground was covered with living ashes that looked like liquid darkness.
Just need articulations.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals. The Park Ranger's instructions.
At all times. Fishing.
Rusty,
no. For those. Poisons. Never.
Don't approach closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves. Never approach any other wildlife closer than
25 yards.
Pets must be leashed. Never leave your pet.
Head on a dive.
It's remove any
Natural objects.
or historical artifacts.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?